Legend Mick Foley, and you are watching C-RadTV here, right here on YouTube. Have a nice day.
This is Cody Diener, and you are watching C-RadTV on YouTube. And just like Cody Diener, C-RadTV lives by two simple words. Just give her, yeah.
How's it going, guys? It's Brad C at a WWE Smackdown review from February 12th. The go-home Smackdown to Elimination Chamber. Only 57 days left till WrestleMania 35. Oh boy. Let's go ahead and get started with it. So, shall we start off Smackdown with Charlotte Flair coming out to the ring? So Charlotte comes out. Charlotte then goes and says that Mania is her destiny as she points to the Mania sign off in the far distance. Then Charlotte goes and tries to start a Becky chant to try and get a cheap pop from the crowd since Becky is so over with the fans. Of course, Charlotte then goes on and says that she didn't think Becky was dumb enough to get herself suspended. Let's be real, the suspension is just a work. The match is supposed to be a triple threat at WrestleMania. They only put the suspension in place, to protect Becky Lynch so that her knee gets time to heal. And then Charlotte goes on and says that she's the backbone of the women's division and that she is a winner. If you're a winner, Charlotte, where's your title? So then Charlotte goes on and then says that Vince chose her because it's a great business decision. Don't make me laugh, Charlotte. Vince cannot make a great business decision if his life depended on it. If he could, then why is the company in the hole that it's in right now? Fuck out of here with that shit. So then Charlotte goes on and then calls Becky a flash in a pan. And then Charlotte says that everyone that's booing Charlotte will be chanting "This is awesome" at WrestleMania during her match with Rousey. Now watch the fans chant "This is awful." Just to prove Charlotte wrong, because the fans are dumb sheep. So then Charlotte goes on and then says that she will dedicate her match at Mania to Becky Lynch. And then Charlotte says that she has a front row ticket to Ronda Rousey's match at Elimination Chamber against Ruby Riott, where Charlotte will simply just be doing some scouting on Charlotte. I mean, no, not Charlotte. Ronda. God damn it. Charlotte scouting Charlotte. That sounds dumb enough. But yeah, and that's how we end the segment. So yeah, continuing on, next up, we get a triple threat women's tag team match, where the loser will start the Elimination Chamber match first, so they will be starting with Sasha and Bayley. So this matchup, we have the Fabulous Glow, Naomi and Carmella against the Iconics, Billie Kay, Peyton Royce against the team of Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose. Highlights of the match: Carmella's drop toe hold was good, along with Naomi's split leg drop. Carmella's head scissor was good, along with Naomi's springboard crossbody over the top rope. There was the double crossbody between Carmella and Sonya that was very well synchronized on point. Naomi's springboard crossbody was good, along with her springboard kick. Carmella's super kick was also good too. Match ending, Naomi hits the splits moonsault on Mandy Rose. Naomi gets the 3 count for the win. So this means that the Chamber, in the Women's Tag Team Titles Chamber match, it'll be Sasha and Bayley, along with Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose starting the Chamber match. And the other 4 teams will be locked in pods or released at regular intervals. Don't worry, in the Elimination Chamber match card and predictions video, I'll go through the Elimination Chamber rules for anybody that's new, or if you've been living under a rock. So continuing on, after the match, the Iconics then go and attack Naomi and and Carmella for post-match assault, to try and build some momentum. Make the Iconics look like they have a shot going into the Chamber when they probably don't. Honestly, I think the titles are going to Raw. It's just looking like it's going to be a Raw night. So yeah, continuing on. Next up, we have the special episode of Miz TV. And their special guest is the Usos. So this Miz TV is hosted by Miz and Shane McMahon, the SmackDown Tag Team Champions. So Miz and Shane first come out. Miz goes on saying that a champion acts like a professional. In case you didn't know that. And then Miz goes on and then says that Shane will be guest starring in a special upcoming episode of NCIS Los Angeles. Thanks for the spoiler. But WWE was probably going to let us know in a couple weeks anyway, since they're going to probably promote the shit out of it. So then when the Usos come out, Jimmy and Jay. So Jay goes on and calls Shane and Miz a wannabe tag team. So then Jimmy Uso didn't ask if Shane and Miz do anything together. Well, Jimmy, they're hosting an episode of Miz TV called McMiz TV. Does that count toward anything? So then the Usos go to do the tag team test, which is like, what's your favorite color? What's your favorite food? What's your favorite NFL team? Etc., etc. In this case, Jimmy's favorite NFL team was the San Francisco 49ers. So then Miz and Shane do the tag team test. Pretty similar to it, too. So then the Miz goes on and then asks if they should talk about Mandy Rose. Oh, that's a big low blow. Big burn. So then Shane goes on and then says that he'll hit Jay so hard that Jimmy Uso will feel it. So then Jimmy goes and then knocks Miz's mic out of his hand and then tells Miz to shut the hell up. So then Jay then goes on and then mocks the Miz's catchphrases is, when my hand goes up, your mouth goes shut. Yeah. So Jay giving Miz a taste of his own medicine. And the Usos ended off by then saying that at Elimination Chamber Sunday, Shane and Miz will be welcomed into the Uso Penitentiary. And then Shane goes on and then says that their tag titles are the only thing here that's real. And then the Usos go on and superkick both Shane and The Miz. And that's how we end that segment, as Shane and Miz will defend the titles against the Usos Sunday. So continuing on, next up, we already get to our main event. A 6-person gauntlet match. Involving all 6 competitors of the WWE Championship Chamber match. And in this match, the winner of the gauntlet match will get to enter the chamber match Sunday last. So they will get the final entry. Oh look, so we're gonna kill all the unpredictability of the chamber match. Well done. So before we get started, WWE Champion Daniel Bryan comes out. Daniel then once again goes on and then says that WWE Universe is fickle. Again. Come on, can we give Daniel Bryan a better insult than fickle? Fickle is so goddamn PG and PC. Fuck. So then Daniel goes on and then says that they need that the WWE Universe needs him as WWE Champion, so he can show everyone how to live their pathetic lives. And then Daniel says that his sacrifice is necessary for him to remain WWE Champion. So we get to our first match in the gauntlet, match number 1. It will be Daniel Bryan versus Kofi Kingston of the New Day. Originally supposed to be Mustafa Ali, but Mustafa suffered an injury last Tuesday on SmackDown, and Mustafa will not be cleared to compete at Elimination Chamber. So Kofi Kingston will be his replacement. So to the first matchup, it was pretty back and forth. Key point in the match, Eric Rowan attempts to get involved. Big E and Xavier stop that from happening until the ref goes and ejects all 3. Match ending, Kofi would fight himself out of the LaBelle lock. He'd hit the Trouble in Paradise on Daniel Bryan. Kofi gets the 3 count to eliminate Daniel Bryan. So you made Daniel Bryan look like shit. You made your champion look like shit. Against a member of the New Day. Come on. Like, honestly, your champion should not be losing. None of your champions should be losing on the road to WrestleMania no matter what. Unless they're dropping the belt. Especially your WWE champion. Like, he is representing your company as the champion. Like, it's already bad enough the title belt looks like a fucking kid's toy. Like, Jesus Christ, this booking is so goddamn inconsistent. People say Vince figured out the ratings issues, you say. He's fixing it, you say. The only fixing I see Vince doing is making this company look even more shittier than before. Fuck out of here. I'll believe real change when I see it. Vince fixing the ratings, my big white ass. So, continuing back on topic. Match number 2, we get Kofi Kingston versus Jeff Hardy. Back and forth matchup here. Match ending, Kofi would hit the SOS on Jeff Hardy. Kofi gets the 3 count to eliminate Jeff Hardy. So next we get to match number 3. Kofi Kingston versus Samoa Joe. So then another back and forth matchup. Match ending, Kofi counters the Coquina Clutch with a pin roll up. Kofi gets the 3 count to eliminate Samoa Joe. But after this matchup, Joe would then go and attack Kofi for post-elimination assault. Or post-match assault, whatever you want to call it. Joe takes Kofi then outside the ring. Joe then locks into Coquina Clutch on Kofi Kingston outside the ring. So then AJ Styles music hits. AJ comes out. He chases Samoa Joe away. Which leads to matchup number 4. Kofi Kingston versus AJ Styles. AJ first checks on Kofi. Asks if Kofi can compete. So then Kofi goes. He gets in AJ's face. And Ed says, "Fight me. I've been doing this for too long." And then shoves AJ right in his face. I gotta give it to Kofi, though. That was actually a pretty good moment from Kofi here. I'll give him props. I'll give kudos. I'll give credit where it's due. So this one, it was back and forth, but in the end, AJ locks in the calf crusher on Kofi for the tap out. Which then leads to our final matchup. Match number 5. AJ Styles versus Randy Orton. So Randy's music hits, but Randy doesn't come out from the back or doesn't walk down the ramp. So then while AJ's looking down at the ramp, Randy Orton would then come out from the crowd. He then hit the RKO on AJ Styles, and it was truly out of nowhere. Sorry folks, those RKO out of nowhere memes will never die. They will live forever, damn it. So Randy hits the RKO out of nowhere on AJ. Randy gets the 3 count for the win. So at the Elimination Chamber Sunday, Randy Orton will be entering the Chamber match last. And that's how he ends SmackDown. So SmackDown overall, other than that Kofi moment, nothing really happened. Just a really meh show. Like, wasn't expecting much since the go-home show. Well, having your WWE Champion look like shit entering the Chamber Sunday is gonna take some points off. Like, seriously, you gotta... I don't give a fuck what it builds up. You gotta protect the integrity of the WWE Championship at the end of the day. You gotta make that title feel prestigious, for fuck's sakes. It's the biggest title in the company. You gotta make it fucking mean something. Doesn't mean anything when your champion looks like shit and it looks like a fucking kid's toy. Fuck me. I don't know how people fucking defend this shit. So overall rating, 3 out of 10. Like, I can't give this shit a passing grade after that. But yeah, let's see if Chamber can actually redeem itself. Not expecting much, honestly. Last year's Chamber sucked ass. Probably this year's too, we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. Hope everyone's a great day, and yeah, peace out.